Evening, just a quick update. Still waiting for Victrix to produce their Celts. They emailed me about 2 weeks ago, said they're due to post them that week. So I guess any day now. But yeah, still being patient, still finding other things to do. So yeah, just filling a few gaps and not trying to start anything too major. So I dipped back into these. It's just an old project I've had going for a long time. It's the first things I got back into painting really. 15mm Napoleonic Austrians I went for some reason. I had a load kicking around from when I was a teenager that I'd bought very old minifigs figures that I never got around to painting back then, so I found them and started painting them. I've added a lot more since then. I've got more than enough now to field a decent army, but I've still got quite a lot that haven't been painted, so every now and again when I fancy it I sort of dip back in and paint a few more. So I just went for a regiment of Hussars this time. Yeah, as I say, I was a bit light on the cavalry, so I just bulks it out a little bit. I've got quite a few to paint, so yeah, these come up okay. I think they look a bit shiny, to be honest, when I'm looking at them through the camera, which they don't look to the naked eye. But yeah, 15mm is, I find, very difficult to get a huge amount of detail onto. But yeah, as I say, to me, in front when they're not looking through the camera, they look alright to me, so I'm fairly happy with them. Old Glory figures, they are all Blue Moon actually, so you get them through the Old Glory website by a company called Blue Moon. When I was getting these I tried lots of different figures and I settled on those as being my favourites, to be honest. I did try the AB Fighting 15 miniatures, which everybody talks about, and they were good, but I don't know, there was just something about them I wasn't quite so happy with. So I settled on these ones in the end. So most of the force is built from these. I'll maybe put them up put the whole thing up on a video one day. But yeah, I've just been doing these this last few days, just to keep me entertained. A couple of other little bits and pieces as well, which I'll put up. Bear with me 1 second. Yeah, this one's probably quite dull, to be honest, but quite useful nonetheless. One game in particular that I play, you need to you get in Dux Britanniarum, which I've talked about before, the Dark Ages game. You get the option for units to adopt a sort of shield wall formation. Obviously, with your figures, they're in whatever poses you get them in, so you can't always identify what's in shield wall, what isn't. Normally stick dice or a bit of paper or something in front of them, which looks a bit untidy. So I had a few shields kicking around and a few spare bases. I think the shields came out of the Gripping Beast Dark Age Warriors set, which I seem to find little bits and pieces from to pilfer all the time. But yeah, there was a load of spare shields in there, so I've just put them down on some bases, painted them up, and if you stick that in front of a unit, it's clear it's in shield wall formation. It looks a lot tidier than a say a dice or a scrap of paper. Quite dull really, but we'll use them, so worth the effort. Yeah, I've also done this, which is a water cart as a foreground MDF piece of kit. It cost about £3 or something silly. Couldn't really say no when I saw it there. It was just so cheap. And again, I think I'll probably use this for lots of different periods. So yeah, it should come in pretty useful. Yeah, not a lot else to say about that really. So just a basic MDF kit. Doesn't really need painting, to be honest. I'm never sure about painting MDF kits because you take out the sort of you take out the detail. So being as this is a wooden item anyway, I just washed the MDF with sort of strong tone ink. Just make it look a little bit more the right sort of colour. Yeah, and I think that will look fine. One other thing as well, which I'll bring back in a moment. Last of all, got a load of MDF wooden fencing. Again, I think there's a foreground. It goes together very easily. I'm not sure it looks brilliant, but it's quite effective. It came as part of a box set, so I didn't spend anything on it as such. I wanted everything else in the box set anyway. So yeah, just put it together and yeah, based it up, and I've got several feet of it, so it'll come in useful definitely. If I'd spent a long time building it and putting all the bits together, I'd sort of want it to look a bit better than this. Yeah, it looks a bit too square and a bit too neat, and you can't really do a lot. The bits that are on show are all the very dark bits of the MDF, so you can't really do a lot of staining it or painting it. But yeah, it looks okay, and from a distance it'll look fine. As I say, I've got lots of it, and it was there, so I thought I might as well just get it ready so I can use it. Yes, that's about it for as far as updates go. Really, been fairly quiet. Just waiting for this next lot, or this lot of Victrix things to turn up, so I can get on with those. I have bought some. I did need some more cavalry for the Celts, so I got onto War Games Foundry and I've bought a dozen cavalry, which I'm sort of halfway through painting at the moment. So when they're finished, I'll put those up. They're lovely figures, but I'll have a proper look at those another time. But other than that, yeah, just keeping going. Bits and pieces, just waiting for the big thing to turn up. Really, I'll perhaps put some stills back on these R's at the end if anyone's interested. And other than that, yeah, not a huge amount to report. But hope everyone's doing well, keeping safe in the weather. Hope your projects are going well. Thanks for the videos, and thanks for you putting up, and thanks for the comments on mine. Yeah, it keeps me entertained. So thanks a lot. Take care, and speak to you again soon.